Here's the coffee. Here's the coffee.
I don't drink coffee. Coffee's gross.
This is Holden. He rooms with JC from the last video. Starting to hang out more and more. It's pretty dope. First question.
I'm asking you?
No, I'll ask you first.
You're gonna ask me first? Okay.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done with a group of like friends?
With a group of friends?
Yeah.
Out a lot of them. I live in Iowa, so there tends to be a lot of trespassing in Iowa. Okay. It was kind of our senior prank, but because my class was only a class of 21, which is too small to even care about.
21?
6 of us, 7 of us, our kind of senior prank. It really wasn't. But we went and we TP'd all of our teachers' houses and put plungers and Vaseline, with Vaseline on them, on like their cars and stuff. And which was terrible. That's honestly like, I don't do anything exciting.
I wasn't around for this, but the rumor is that at my high school was built like a square. There's like this kind of plaza outdoor area in the middle, but there's only two-way doors into this. There's no like garages, or there's no open space that you can get anything big into there. So the rumor is a couple of senior classes before I was a freshman, the principal's son was a senior, and they took apart the principal's car and took the pieces into this middle section of the high school and put it back together. And that was their senior prank.
That's amazing. See, my school is the only thing, we did that like outside of school.
You want to take this outside?
Because our school was really strict, and you had to ask the principal permission. Like, you had to tell them what you were gonna do for your prank, which makes it less of a prank. And then it had to get approval before we could do anything.
I think when we did senior pranks, it was more a secret to like the rest of the school than it was the teachers and the principals.
Well, because what we wanted to do was we wanted to do the whole thing where you fill cups of water and then you put them in our gym area.
Yeah.
And you just complete it, and then in the middle you put like a radio and you play bad music.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't do anything.
And then you
about
can't do anything.
Or they
make a row.
My sophomore year, they zip tied all the lockers shut. That was a good one.
Oh my goodness.
We'll kick it into we'll get a little more serious here. Why did you choose GCU? Go Lopes.
Why did I choose GCU? Okay, so I transferred this semester. I'm not always on my short list anyway.
Okay.
Before I chose schools. But at my last school I played basketball. I decided I didn't want to play basketball anymore. Just because like, I didn't love going anymore. I have a friend that goes here already. And she's sitting over there actually. And I don't know. It always was like cool, and our school offered a scholarship. We have a deal with them, and we have the Christian school scholarship or whatever. Me and my mom flew down in October, I think. Yeah, it was October. Around October, and came on a visit. And I didn't really look anywhere else when I decided to transfer, but I just liked everything about it. So I mean, it wasn't a lot. And I've thought about trying out for basketball here next year. We'll see if that ends up happening.
Hey. So if I asked you, what is a current event that has kind of come to your attention naturally? Something that you've been like thinking about, or something that a current event, and not.
Oh, it really has been that all the protests, the women, like the feminist groups. Because actually, I'm writing in one of my classes. It's for University of Success, actually. Them with the whole pro-choice stuff. I'm not pro-choice, obviously, but so that one's a big one because it's relevant right now, and I happen to be writing a paper on it at the same time. And I don't know, because it also happened in Des Moines. They had a protest downtown, so I saw that. Really, all I read, I try to avoid a lot of that stuff because I don't really care. Because it's not like they're doing anything that's going to change who the president is or anything. But because he's staying, and I don't care what you think.
It's true.
China!
What else I only really like current events for me is New York and London Fashion Week. So, like men's fashion week. Kind of weird, but that's what I read about a lot. So.
All right, your turn.
Who would? Oh, my turn. Okay. Have you ever been in a car accident?
Yes, I have.
Was it a serious car accident or?
Well, you can decide. So, the last day of my junior year, like June 4th, just took my 5th and 6th hour exams, half day, it's over. Me and one of my best friends in high school and his girlfriend go to Radio Shack, because Radio Shack is closing. Everything is 80% off in the store. We bought the lot, as Harry Potter would say.
We'll take the lot.
I'm pulling out of, because it was in like a mall, and so I'm pulling out of, I'm pulling onto a 5-lane kind of highway, whatever, and there's an intersection like maybe 200 feet to the right of me on this road, and it's like 5 o'clock, and so it's, you know, I lived in a small town, but it was still, you know, I'm not just pulling up and going. I sat there, and I'm getting a little frustrated. And the thing is, because the intersection is right here, and I'm sitting here, the right-hand turn lane opens up and becomes a right-hand turn lane for this intersection before the place that I'm trying to turn out of. So it can be confusing, because if you're driving and somebody is trying to turn right into the mall, they'll take that lane. Or if they're trying to turn right at the intersection, they'll still take that lane once it opens up. And so there's a lot of confusion when that happens. I pull out, there's this big Jeep with a crossbar on the front. He nails me right in like the front left side. If I was going and I got out there another like 5 or 6 feet,
I like 20 feet.
he would have crushed me, but it only hit the front. It totaled my car.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, that's a pretty serious.
Here's the
accident.
thing. It totaled my car, and we because of insurance, we still had to pay his deductible, and he only had a flat tire.
One time I was at my friend's house, and I was parked in the street outside, and they live in a gated community, so I thought the car would be fine. But somebody across the street was backing out of their driveway. It was late. It was like 12:30 or 1 a.m. I didn't see it happen, but they were nice enough to leave a note. But they backed into the Jeep, and there was a little dent on the plastic piece on the front, but like apparently it was a lot more damage than his car, I think.
As I look back, like in the moment, I was like, oh my gosh, if I'm okay, like I'm worried about his car. Because he got out and he got kind of mad at me, and so I wasn't worried about his safety, but I didn't want anything bad to happen to his car. Now that I look back, I'm kind of pissed about it.
Oh, okay.
I'm sad. This doesn't affect me anymore.
No, it doesn't. You're good. You're savage.
I'm a savage. That's.
These questions are tricky. So you're going to school to film stuff, right?
Yeah.
What would you do if you weren't doing this? Is there anything else? Like if you weren't on doing YouTube, nothing, you couldn't, or you like didn't have the ability to. What would you do?
All the way up until the middle of my junior year, I was set on being a music major. And I took a international baccalaureate music class my junior year and realized how insane it is to be a music major. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But sadly, a performance major doesn't really get you much in the world, and an education major is a crazy amount of work.
That's true.
I would say that. I would also say marine biologist. When I was 4, I went to the Shedd Aquarium in Chicago, and I saw those beluga whales. And this was the beginning of my film career too, because I sat there with the stupid little Kodak point and shoot that my dad gave me, and I filmed for like 15 minutes. I just stood there and did that, and I was so amused for such a long time. And that didn't last long. But now that I look back, that would have been a dope career.
Yeah. Oh man.
I gotta not put my leg up like that. It's disgusting.
It's kind of a 2-part question.
Okay.
But it's very not serious, and this will be a very short answer, I feel like.
Cool.
And maybe you'll drag it on. So okay, I was drinking Pepsi.
Yeah.
So Pepsi or Coke as a Midwest? And do you call it soda or pop? Or soda pop? Or do you call all sodas Coke, but then you specify whether it's Sprite Coke?
two-part my first off, here's the thing. Both companies got a lot running for them. If it's straight up Coke or straight up Pepsi, I'm gonna take Coke. But Coke's got Coca-Cola Freestyle. Raspberry Coca-Cola is my favorite like cola in the soda world. But the other thing is, hold on, my camera is switching over. I can see that it's done and we are starting new file. I just want to let it happen. Come on. Oh my gosh. Okay, Pepsi is Mountain Dew, the same kind of thing.
Yep.
And Mountain Dew has Baja Blast.
That's, yeah.
So there's that. Heat Miser and Cold Miser, like they both got something running, but they're both ugly and they both have weird music to them. I don't know, man. I gotta sleep on it.
You gotta sleep on that? Wow. Well, so much for that. I'm Pepsi. Even though I live in Iowa, where Atlantic, Iowa is the Coke capital of the world, which is the weirdest place to have the Coke capital of the world, like Atlantic, Iowa. Nobody lives there. Pepsi's better. Just, I like Pepsi
traitor.
better. I'm not a traitor. I mean, I am from the Midwest, and yeah, whatever. No, I say pop because it's the Midwest.
That's
mostly,
the way it
mostly
is.
that happens in the Midwest. I have friends in Texas that say Coke for everything.
What's the difference?
This has been Coffee
And Pepsi.
with Konnor. Do something. I need something kind of snazzy and
Snazzy?
like I did
Like an outro?
like that.
I don't
Do like
do
some
any-
weird like baseball signs.
I don't like baseball.